nice to have you here and thank you for your time. So today we are with Patrick Schober, one of the youngest racing drivers, also for NASCAR. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Patrick.
Thank you for having me here tonight. Well, my story, I started racing at a very young age. With 4, I got my first go-kart, and then it just went more and more into the racing career. So as I was 8 years old, I competed in my first ever race in a go-kart. It was in Austria, and then with 14, I think it was, I flew to Portugal, and I achieved so much in go-kart racing that I could represent Slovakia in the grand finale, on the world grand finale in the karting scene.
That's really amazing, and I'm hearing different countries. I'm hearing Austria, Slovakia at the age of 4. That's really incredible. How did it come about this? Why were you interested in racing?
It was because of my father, because he was a race driver in the mid-80s and also in 2013 till 14, and he also won the Austrian and Slovak championship in a car. So that's how I got in there. And my family, my whole family, we have a company which we do with race cars, so people can come and drive with Formula cars or just any race cars they want.
That's really amazing. I mean, at such a young age, to be surrounded by racing and to have a father who's supportive and inspired you to take racing. I want to know, who else is your inspiration? Who inspired you in racing?
So also a person who inspired me for this motorsport scene was Sebastian Vettel, the 4-time world champion in Formula 1.
Wow, that's really, really amazing. And talking about success, what were some of your successes? Since you're very young, you still have a long way to go. I'm really curious to hear that from your perspective.
So my biggest success was probably 2021, where I won 4 different championships in my Formula 4 car. And also I'm happy to continue my dream or my chase to go into my 2nd season in NASCAR with an Euro Series.
That's really amazing, and you're the youngest Austrian NASCAR racing driver and one of the youngest worldwide. How did you come about this opportunity?
So at the end of 2021 I got invited to France, where I got the chance to do a recruitment test with a Euro NASCAR car, and for my surprise I was actually the best one out there, so that inspired me to go into the actual racing series. And that's in that time I also met my current manager and my friend Robert from Motorsport Active, and he contacted one team, W Racing. Amazing team, I love it, I absolutely love it. It's a very young team, it's a new team for the series, and together we grow, and I love to race for them and probably to also go into the next season with them. It's absolutely amazing.
Euro NASCAR sounds very interesting. What is it?
So it's a European version of the NASCAR in America, but the only difference between us and the American style is that we only drive on road courses, so we don't drive ovals, unfortunately. And the difference between the Euro NASCAR and the Formula class which I was driving is that Euro NASCAR is much more promoted, I would say, because you can see a lot of fans, with a lot of, I mean, tens of thousands of fans around the track each weekend that we race. And in the Formula class there are fans, but not so many as in Euro NASCAR. And the show that Euro NASCAR is giving us, that's absolutely amazing. I mean, we have cheerleaders, we have grid walks, the fans can actually come onto the track, onto the grid, and we have also live broadcasts to all around the world.
So what are your goals for the future, Patrick?
So in the season 2023, me and my team, we want to push in as much as we can. We want definitely at each race top 10, at least top 10, and at the end of the season maybe top 5. I mean, who knows what's possible. And my long-term goal is to go to America and compete in one of the NASCAR series. But to achieve that I need some sponsors.
So aside from sports, what else do you do, Patrick?
I live and breathe motorsport. I love everything about it. So that's why I also need to be fit for it. and also to go daily on the simulator to learn just new tracks or just to gain more experience even. But besides that, I also go to high school and I'm finishing it in 2024.
So how can people find you? How can they follow you and your story? Tell us, please.
You can just go to patrickschober.com. That's where you can find all my links to Instagram and basically social media stuff, yeah.
PatrickSchober.com. That sounds amazing. Thank you so much, Patrick, for the interview. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I'll be watching your story and journey.
I hope so, and thank you for your time.